We sipping bougie tonight. Shout out to my mother, just our mother. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You are appreciated. Baby, don't you know I love you, sweet lady? Place no one above you, sweet lady. I don't know the rest of the words, but you are appreciated. Shout out to the mothers. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. What's good, y'all? What it do? What it do? What it do? Kid Gravity, what's good evening all? Peace to the chat. B1 all day, every day. RP Kev, RP Kevin Samuels, man. We're gonna get into it in a second. K Smith, what's up, K Smith? Good evening, fam. The life and times of the unconventional. Peace. Let me grease that scalp. You started early. Outrage grease everything between. Let me grease that scalp. What the hell is you on, brother? Tripping. Okay, hold on. Let me put this on the net. Let me put this on the gram. Yeah, RIP to my man, Kevin Samuels, though. It's outrageous grease and everything in between. Joint is crazy, man. Unbelievable. I still kind of don't believe it. It's kind of crazy. I'm still a little like throw it off. My bad, y'all. BS starting early. It's a gracious operation, everything between. Sorry. Eyebrows fleeked. Thank you. Hello. You know what I did? You know what I did today though? I used the pencil. I used a pencil in a long time. I'm like, damn, I need to go back and use the pencil. I usually use the dip, and I'm like, damn, this little pencil did I today? I couldn't find my brush, my little schoolie for to use my dip, so I just used this little pencil I had laying around. Came out better than I thought. That might better in your face. K Smith, outrage. Oh, bigger than my face. I thought you said better. It's kind of big. I ain't gonna do fake. It's great. Outrage everything between. How's Mother Day? How's Mother's Day, Z? Shout out to FBA Young Boy. I do not have no kids, so Mother's Day was a regular day for me. Okay, I ain't get no damn gifts or nothing. I got my mother something else. She going to Mexico tomorrow, so I got her some sandals and this little portable neck fan or whatever she could take with her. She just it's hot as easy out there in Mexico, or whatever. I should have got a 2 pair of sandals. I picked up 2 pair of sandals too. And I was like, I got to the thing, I got in line and I seen the little neck fan thing. I was like, dang, I should get her this instead of one of these pair of sandals. So I put one of the sandals back. Should have got her both though. Because she definitely needed both, but whatever. I think she got another pair today too though. She has some already, but still. What's goody? Jazz in the building. What's up, Jazz? Good evening, all. Happy Mother's Day. RP to Kevin Samuels. Life is so short, family. Make sure you're doing something to improve every day. You could go at any moment. Yeah, King League. Shout out to King League, man. That's a fact. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. You know I was gonna go live about this on Friday because the news came out Thursday night egregiously. But it started off as kind of like a rumor, so I really did not want to believe it. When I tell y'all, I was really going all day. Me and my sister was like, man, he ain't dead, bro. Get out of here. Y'all are stupid. Everybody about to feel stupid as hell. Everybody trying to clout chase, trying to, put a BB first to put this out that he's gone. Man, this man gonna go live tonight. He just let y'all build up the fuel because he gonna go live tonight. And then it's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? So I was waiting for that man to go live, bruh. He never went live, man. I was so damn sad, bro. You don't even understand, bro. You don't even understand how heartbreaking I was. That shit was crazy. And I didn't even think I was gonna be, because all day, like when I was hearing it, like even I was like, man, what if he really is dead, bro? Like I'm gonna be sad. Like, I knew I was gonna be sad, but I didn't know I was gonna be that sad. Y'all know I don't be on the bot shit. I be trying not to get too attached with like celebrities or like influencers and stuff like that. But bro, when I found out that man died, shout out to MTR, because that was the first. That was him and O'Shea was the two people I was waiting to confirm it. I was like, if him and O'Shea say it's true, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they know him personally. Bro, when I saw that stream, bro, I can't even lie to y'all, man. That shit made me cry. I was like, damn, this man is really gone, bro. I couldn't believe it. That's why I didn't go live Friday either, because my eyes were kind of swollen. I'd be crying. When I cry, my eyes get swollen. It's gorgeous. I don't know why. Maybe I think it's just when I do it at night before I go to sleep or something. It's like a build up of water. I don't really know. So I couldn't even go live even if I wanted to Friday. But then I didn't even want to anyways, because like it was so fresh. I don't know. I probably would fuck around and cry on live again on so. I don't know. I was sad. I was hella sad about that. I can't even think. I was hella sad. And R.I.P. to that man, Kevin Sammuels, man. That joint is crazy. I really cannot believe it. What's up, Z Haiti, rocking with the FBA fam? Shout out to the 9 FBA fam on code. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, brother. I ain't gonna even do it. At Neg Lacay? Neglacay. I don't know. I ain't gonna even try. Charles Ramsey, blessings everyone. B1 Charles Ramsey. Kev spoke truth to power. Yeah, man. Kev spoke truth to power. Kev was one of the first people. Oh, sister, what's up? What's goody? Peace, sister CC. What's up? Shout out to Awa in the building. We love Awa. That was the sister I had on who was talking about polygyny. I'll make sure y'all go check out that interview if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, cool sister though. Yeah though, man. Kevin Sammuels, bro. I think that was the first man who ever really heard talk about relationships the way he did. And you know, some people, I ain't gonna get into that. We're gonna let's do it in layers. Let me talk about what he meant to me first, just because I gotta get this out of the way. Man, he was the first black man, especially black American man, you know, that I really heard talk about relationships so simplistically the way he did, you know, so simply. Like the way he broke it down. I never thought about marriage the way he broke it down, like so seriously, until I heard him speak about it. I never thought about dating intentionally, you know, until I heard him speak about it. I mean, of course, y'all know, always shout out to Sister Shahrazad Ali. And it was divine because I finished her book literally. Like, I finished her book, I think, a week or two before the Average at Best video went viral. And so when I got onto his content, it was so easy for me to digest. Like, I gotta give some props to Shahrazad Ali, because I don't even know if I would have digested it. A part of me want to say I would have, because I still, you know, able to connect the dots like that. But and that's why it was easy for me to digest Shahrazad Ali's book too, because I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm open to truth. You know what I'm saying? I recognize, you know, even when I wasn't consciously holding women accountable and myself accountable, I still kind of like saw the problems. You know what I'm saying? So when I see Shahrazad, when I read her book about her doing that, it wasn't as hard for me to process it. You know what I'm saying? Even to see the problems within myself. And so, you know, that connecting to Kevin Sammuels, it's like, damn, bruh. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's really wild, you know, how much I really learned from that man. You know, like, it's really wild. And people got their own stuff to say about him, you know, about where, you know, about his points, some of his points being made, and, you know, other people saying what he been saying and stuff like that. And he kind of popularized some of the points, whatever, the manosphere, which is fine. But it's just, you know, his delivery. I even appreciated his delivery. You know, a lot of people want to criticize his delivery. I appreciate it because the shit worked for me. I understood it. The Average at First video, I didn't get offended by it at all. I was even the clip. I seen the clip first, and I was like, I mean, it makes sense. It didn't offend me at all. You know what I'm saying? And then when I seen the full clip of the Average at Best joint, it, moreover, it made even more sense. You know, so I was able to just go into his content and just binge watch a lot of his content, you know, with no problem. It's just stuff just started to click for me very easily, you know. So I don't know. That man broke down a lot of things that I thought were complicated about relationships for me. He broke it down very well, you know, very intelligently, you know. So, and coming from a black perspective. So I don't know. Oh, I do know. I do appreciate what that brother did for us. I appreciate what he did for me personally, what he taught me, you know. Man, and that's why I was like, man, I was very sad about his death, man. I can't even fake. I'm still sad about it. I can't even fake even talking about it. I'm like, damn, this shit sad as mud. I'm really talking about this. This man is gone. So abrupt. Like, even if it was a couple days, if he had a sickness or something, like, the fact that it was just so abrupt, man, that shit hit me hard. I was like, wow, this man is really gone. Like, and because, like, I know I hold black women accountable a lot, but it's so good to hear that coming from a black man's perspective, especially an older black man. When y'all know I'm talking about my relationship with my father sometimes. You know, it's on and off. But I've never been able to get that directly from my father. Like, my father ain't never really sat me down and said basic things that he said in his videos to me about relationships, about men, about, you know, marriage, about what men want, about what women should be. Like, I've never gotten that straight talk from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times it's indirect. He'll send me a video of the minister, you know, you need to get in the mosque, you need to, you know, stuff like that. But as far as like having that direct contact, like, I got that from Kevin, you know, and moreover, some of the other black men in the manosphere, and like, you know, just conscious black men in general, my brothers and stuff like that as well. But I've never been able to go to him about certain things, like, you know, like, even when I do get married or something like that, like, the first person that'll meet my man probably will be my brother, to be honest. That'll vet my man for me will probably be my brother before my father. I'm just being honest, you know, because I've had more conversations with my brother about things like that than him, you know. And that's for various reasons we ain't got to get into, but that just kind of gives you a little more context of why that meant a lot to me. Like, why his content meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Not even just him, but like, just like I said, what he was speaking about meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it made a lot of sense. It kind of aligned me on the path that I needed to be on. You know, so very thankful. You know, very grateful for the time that he was here, that he did get to speak, you know. And I was talking to my sister about it. We need to talk about that. Some of these super chats. So, shout out super chat. Snaggy King Leak, I appreciate you. Eugene Steele. Kevin was a truth teller who tried to be an example to other black men. Kevin gave monologues like no other. Kevin talked about relationships in a intellectual manner. Absolutely, absolutely, I absolutely agree with that. You put me on, Kevin Samuels, sis. Oh, in late 2020, that's a blessing. Yeah, I've been a rider for Kevin, so we're gonna get into it. Some of these fake ass riders, you know, fake people hopping on his line now. Everybody got something to say about him now. You ain't have nothing good to say about him while he was here, or then, or avoid talking about him at all while he was here. Now everybody got something to say about him after he gone. Egregious. But yeah, that been right for that man for a minute. Yeah, it's egregious. Modern women are definitely offended by truth, sadly. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the death of Kevin Samuels definitely exposes that even further. I mean, Kevin Samuels had already exposed that, but yeah, man. Like, it's certain things, like, I hadn't really, like, even like when it didn't even come to relationships and stuff like that, like the need to be right. Like, nobody really broke down to me how women have this crazy ass problem. Like, it's an epidemic of women who gotta need to be right, until, like, when he started saying that and like really exposing that, black women calling up to his show, I'm like, damn. Like, I could see my reflection in some of them. Like, wow, I could see my mother, I could see my sister, I could see my aunts. And I'm like, Lord. And even when it comes, you know, I talk about my father, but even when it comes to my mother and some of my aunts, really all of my aunts, if I'm being real, like, I never really understood until, again, Shahrazad Ali. This book gave me a lot of context about older black women and some of their issues, but seeing them call into his show really exposed me to like a modern, like the modern version of what Shahrazad Ali was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what he said related to what she was talking about. So again, it wasn't hard for me to digest because I had already read her book, but it was like seeing it play out in real life. It's like, damn, like, this is really happening. And being able to see this, me going back to some of my family members and asking them similar questions that he would ask them and getting similar responses, sometimes the same damn responses. It's like, wow. Like, it's, you know, this, he opened my eyes to a lot. It's like, I didn't realize that I could be going down the same paths as some of the women in my family, which I don't want. A lot of women in my family, but I don't want a lot of their fucking outcomes, if I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me bring some context to that too. All my aunts, including my mother, on my mother's side, have been married. Okay, but all of them now are either widowed. One in particular is widowed. The others are all divorced. If I'm just being honest, you know, I don't want that result. You know, none of them are on track to get remarried at this point. I don't want that result. You know, same thing on my father's side, pretty much, except for, I don't even want to say it, but pretty much. Okay, I don't want that result, and so that's something I never had really thought about consciously as an adult. That's something that none of the women in my family really talk to me about. Like plenty of them now, like I said, they masculinist. That's another thing that he exposed to me that I didn't even realize was like how masculine some of our women were, how career oriented and kind of delusional we were about our careers. My mother asked me every damn couple months, yeah, you want a job at da-da-da-da? Yeah, you should get a job, da-da-da. So you won't get a job. I ain't been working for 2 years, y'all. Mind you, I ain't been working for 2 years. Prayerfully, luckily, okay. Thankfully, I have been able to work for myself or be self-employed, should I say, for the last 2 years, just off YouTube and, from off the internet, from just being real. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had to work for nobody for the last 2 years. And that's a blessing, but I didn't even realize, like, I understand that they want me to have some sort of security with getting a job, or, but I didn't see like the false sense of security in doing that. And even me worried about this internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a part of me was very focused on this. Like, yeah, I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on. I gotta da-da-da-da. I'm trying to put my family on. And I'm like putting all this pressure on myself. I'm like, bro, I need a man. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need a man, bro. I don't need to be focused on, so hyper focused on trying to save my damn family by myself like some goddamn superwoman. And that's something that's, again, never was really simply broken down to me. Two of my sisters is married, you know what I'm saying? But it's still like nobody ever really emphasized the, like, prioritizing being married or having a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you need to get a job. You need to get a damn job. Okay, you want to increase your income? Go get a job. And it's like, I don't know. Like, it was never really broken down to me. Again, it was shown to me. My mother was married. So I did see the difference as a child. When my mother was married, when she wasn't married. And then she was remarried. I had a stepfather growing up. So I did see the differences of her being a single mother versus being married, or having a man in the household. But like looking back at it in retrospect now, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, how didn't I notice how important it was to get married? How did I notice how important it was to have a man? How did I notice how important it was to like not prioritize this career that might not even matter? You know what I'm saying? Later on in life, I might drop this shit when I have kids. I might want to drop it when I have children. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really crazy. Like, none of that really was processing to me before I started really watching his content. You know what I'm saying? When I started watching his content, man, shit started processing. And that was at the end of 2020? So it's been like a good year or two now that I've been on this journey. And yeah, I'm still on my journey, but man, I learned a hell of a lot from that man. That's all I can say. I learned a hell of a lot from that man. Like, for real, I'm very grateful. I'm forever grateful for that man, for what he stood for what he taught. You can have your criticism of him, how he deliver, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to criticize how he delivered things because I appreciate it. I just said it before and I say it again. Some things need to be said egregiously. Some things need to be said in your face. You don't need no cut cards. You don't need no icing on the cake. You don't need no buttering up. We've been getting that for too long. You can thank Oprah, Gail, Color Purple, whatever, Alice Walker. You can thank whoever the hell you want to for that. But I ain't never heard no black man speak the way he did. Okay, and just say it straight out. You need to lose some damn weight. What? Damn, that's why some of my aunts ain't remarried yet. They didn't lose some damn weight. What? You've been focused on your career. What? For real? That's what it is? Like that, and that's why what kills me. Let me get into this too, because this is what kind of kills me about some of the people. And let me say this before I get into that. I want to thank everybody who did genuinely give their opinions on Kevin, you know what I'm saying, who did show some respect for what he did and his impact and his message. Because there were a couple of streams that I watched that I was like, a couple of posts that I seen, and I was like, okay, this is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad this brother posted something about it. I'm glad this sister said something about it, the way she said it as well. And I know she wasn't the biggest fan, or I know there was things she didn't align with or he didn't align with about, but he did. Like, he did it in a classy way. They did it in a classy way, a respectful way, speaking on him and his passing, So I want to thank the people who did that, okay? Because we won't get on these, I don't even know what to call them. I don't even know what to call them. Hating ass. Oh, Lord, I don't even know what to call them. I probably won't go too hard if I do. I don't want to do too much. But egregious. Just egregious amount of people who was saying terrible things about this man. But shout out to the super chat for the honesty and realness. Ain't enough of that in your channel. Be dropping gems. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Is that sincere love to God? Oh, what's up, sincere love to God? I kept the balance when he was here and after his passing. Love to see it. Love to see it, sincere. I don't think I seen your post, but shout out to you if that's what it was. So, because some people was very disingenuous with how they post him. Now, again, it was a lot of clout chases. That was another reason why I didn't post on Friday. I didn't say nothing about it until I think I posted something on Twitter, like a little link to the a video I did of him like a year ago. I reposted it and it was like, RP the Cannon Saints when I posted it on Twitter and then reposted it to my stories. But that was another reason why I didn't say nothing on Friday or immediately, is because it was so the amount of goddamn on clout chasing from some of you Negroes. Thirsty ass Negroes ready to get some damn clout off this man's name. I mean, it hadn't even been 24 hours confirmed. Since it had been confirmed for sure that we knew he was dead, and I'm trying to tell you, it was hundreds of videos, hundreds of posts. People that I heard specifically talk trash about this man, worried about it. Oh, is he dead? Is he not dead? Why do you care? Like, you ain't even like this nigga. Why are you so concerned about whether he passed or not? Oh yeah, I heard about that. You reposting people blogs and all this other shit. I mean, just the thirst. And then some people, again, it's just so disingenuous. You up there, yeah, I didn't agree with some of what he said, but some of what he said was da-da-da-da. Then they posted, I'm trying not to go too hard. Because I can really name names. I can really name names if I wanted to. I really could. But I hope y'all peep. I really hope y'all peep. Okay, because it really just showed exposed some of these, specifically women's character. Because a lot of the men was on the same thing they've been on. I'm gonna be real. I know it's more women doing it than men. Even though there's some separate ass Negroes out here too on some bullshit too, But for the most part, it was women. And some of these women, man, yeah, he was da-da-da-da, but look at how he died. And oh, well, yeah, y'all was taking advice from this and throwing up old pictures of him or like trying to be shady. Y'all was taking advice from a man like this. I mean, I don't got nothing against him, no. I don't got nothing against him, but like, this man don't got children. It ain't even been 24 goddamn hours. It ain't even been 2-3 days before y'all get up here. And then, like I said, I could respect it a bit more if you just gonna get up here and say, well, I ain't like him when he was there. I ain't like when he was live. I don't like his ass now. Shit, I don't give a damn if he died or not. Y'all was taking, I told y'all before, y'all was taking advice from this feminine ass Negro. You shouldn't have been doing it. Now he died. Now what? Who you gonna take advice from? If you was gonna stand on that, stand on that. If you was like that before, be like that. Stay like that. Keep that energy. I ain't gonna listen to you. I already know who not to listen to anyway, because I know who wasn't really rocking with him in the first place. I get it. I already know. A lot of y'all telling your damn selves because you're the same women that's going to die alone. You're the same women that's lonely and single, got children out of wedlock. I already know what it is. You're overweight. You ain't that damn cute. You're old. I already know who you are. So I already knew how some of y'all was going to feel any goddamn way. I already knew how some of y'all was going to feel. But for y'all to get up here on this disingenuous BS, talking about, oh, well, yeah, he was, I like some of his messages, but his delivery, and he was da-da-da-da, and he would say things to kind of clout chase and just to get attention. And I'm like, you don't even understand what this man stood for. I agree with some of what he said. And you can't even, it's the amount of times I heard the literal line. I mean, I agree with some of what he said, but not all of what he said. And no fucking context. Nobody saying, okay, well, I agree with this, and that. I didn't agree with that, and that. I agree with this, and that, though. But that. The amount of times I heard, oh, well, yeah, some of his messages was good, but the delivery, I mean, I just wasn't a fan. The amount of disingenuous, I mean, I can't take that. That shit fake as hell. I don't like it. I don't like that. That's not even feminine. So that's why, like, some of the women that was up there trying to be fake ass feminine, like, oh yeah, well, like, I would just respect it more if you just shut the hell up and not say nothing, or you keep the same energy you had before he died, and then I know exactly where you stand. But you sitting up here trying to ride this fake ass line like you liked them, but you didn't like them, but you liked them, but you didn't like his delivery. You didn't like this about him. He could have did this better. But when none of y'all had the goddamn goal to call up to this man's show when he was alive, none of y'all, not one of these persons that I'm thinking about called up to this man's show and could say this to his face. And that's because most of the women who had tried, he usually gave the same damn answer. Well, why don't you watch somebody else's show? You don't like my delivery, or you don't like my tone? Well, man, why don't you go watch somebody else's show? You're not about to change how I do my stuff over there. This is my show. You're not about to change how I do it. Shout out to that super chat. Kid Gravity. I created a petition for Sammuels Day on May 6th. Oh, for real? That's sweet. May 6th. I'm gonna sign that. That's sweet. Sammuels Day. I'm gonna get into that later. Y'all know I got a 10 full bottle or two. We're gonna get into that in a second. I want to stay on the positive side right now. But yeah. And then on top of that, not only do we have the disingenuous, fake feminine women out here who was riding the line of, saying they liked them but didn't like them, and some of these simping ass Negroes who was trying to act like they ain't like them just to get some of the clout off these women, get some attention off these women who don't even want their ass, okay? Then you had the blatantly just straight up coonish, Sambo-ish, bedwenching, ignorant, just wicked, just straight up wicked ass black people who really had the nerve to celebrate this man's death. You really got up here on Twitter and made jokes, was laughing, was celebrating about this man's death, had little gifs up there, little memes up there about how you were so happy he died, how you were so low. Look, he talking about women died alone. Look who died alone now. Oh, over 35 is leftovers, huh? Oh, so he was over 35 with no wife, huh? I guess he was leftovers. Babe, never in your dreams could you have the impact he had. Never in your damn imagination, in no world, in no reality, could you connect the way he connected with people. Could you deliver the message the way he delivered the message, the way he did? No way. There is no way. Your clout chasing ass, whether you did it for clout, whether you did it because you actually did, your wicked ass actually did mean that, which is just foul. Damn the fact that, come on, let's just be real here. The brother, whether you agreed with him or not, whether you didn't like his delivery or not, whatever, this brother was not out here selling drugs. He wasn't out here shooting up niggas. He wasn't out here tap dancing for white people, cooning it up. This brother was no enemy to us. I don't give a damn who you are. He was no enemy to the black community for sure. This brother's main message was for him to get black men and women together. Did y'all not hear his last message that's going viral? One of his last messages that went viral about the gender war being over. And I'm again, shout out to the brothers and sisters who's posting the good things about him. Okay, some of his good clips and stuff like that. But one of his main messages, if you didn't know anything about him, was about the unification of our people. So for you to sit up here and try to celebrate a man who literally, regardless of how you felt about his opinions and how we should do it, or how he delivered the message about doing it, his main message was for us to come back together, was for us to have nuclear families. If you saying you against that, you a coon, straight up. You a goddamn enemy to our society, if we're being honest. I don't want to listen to you. You have officially across the line. I can't fuck with. Because if you can't even point out that simple fact, if you can't even shut your damn mouth for a second, put that wickedness to the side, whatever evil spirits you got marinating up in you, from whatever traumas black men you done went through, a black men have, whatever personal feelings you had about him. If you can't put that to side at least for a damn day while people are mourning him, not only just his family, you talking about his mother found out through the damn internet. Do you know that? Do y'all know his mother found out through the internet? His mother. And I would imagine it probably wasn't in the best way. Because when I first found out about it, it was from people making fun of it. He was going viral because people was making fun of him being gone, his death. So I would imagine, even if it wasn't the first thing she showed, it didn't take too long for her to see some of the negative comments about his death. But not only just his mother, his daughter, his ex-wives, the rest of his family members, and then moreover, all of the people that he had supported. The brother had almost 1.5 million damn followers on YouTube. Then another 1.2 went on Instagram. If you can't just put your damn that wickedness within you aside for a day, a couple days, or at least keep it to yourself. Talk to the people around you for a day or two so people can at least mourn, especially before people found out whether it was true or not. I can't respect you. I don't respect you at all. You worse than the shit I got on the bottom of my shoe. Because again, I could understand if this was a brother that was a coon, if he was an enemy to society. And even some people will go as far as to say, even those brothers and sisters, it's like, I mean, it's still a black man. It's still a black man. You gonna go that hard over a black man? We got all these enemies that's trying to get us now. That's already going to be making fun of him anyways, because he was a black man trying to uplift us, trying to spread a message of the black family unit, which a lot of these popular YouTubers are not. That's on his level at least. Like, let's be real. He was a lot of these. You can say what you want about him, but a lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these social influencers are not talking directly to black people on a grassroots level. They're not talking directly to black women. You can say what you want, how you think he felt about black women. Oh, he had problems. Oh, he disrespected black women. He did, but he talked to one damn near every night for almost 2 years straight. So say what you want about how many problems you think he had about us. He was one of the only ones talking to us consistently every week, trying to correct some of our issues. When a lot of brothers then gave the fuck up. A lot of them gave the fuck up. A lot of them won't even talk. A lot of them then are divested. And this is not to represent the majority, because majority of y'all have not. Thank the Lord. It's a blessing. But from the way that some of these sisters I have seen react to this, nigga, you make me want to give up. You make me want to say fuck it. You make me want to say fuck it, because it's really exposes the sickness that some of us have. Some of the real disliking we have for our men. Because let's be real, again, half of these sisters who talking about they didn't like him like that, y'all didn't really watch his damn content. If you watch his content, I'm sorry, there's no way you watched that man's content and you gained a hatred for him without already having a hatred for black men before watching his content. There's no way. His delivery did not make you hate him. Ain't no damn way. Him having a little fat sounds and a little sounds, making fun of some of the women up there, did not make you hate him. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. There's nothing you can really say that would convince me that he's done that would say, oh yeah, I hated him that much that I would celebrate him dying. That's a self-hatred within you, a sickness within you that was already there. Sadly but surely. That's what that is. And his death just exposed that even further. His life exposed that. Because some of the black women, some of his most popular clips, sadly, shows the self-hatred within some of these women. Shows the lack of accountability within some of these women. So let's not sit up here and play like, oh, he was just the worst man in the world. Oh, he could have just delivered the message better and maybe he would have got a better reaction. Let's just be real here. Any black man who was saying some of the things that he was saying was going to get the backlash he got regardless. It's black men out here who don't say it the way he said it and still get backlash. Still people and sisters don't like him. Like, are we really being serious? So it's disingenuous, it's fake, it's evil, it's wicked, it's sickening. It's just wrong, straight up wrong, man. Some of y'all women are straight up wrong as hell. Trying to talk the way you talking about this man. And then again, y'all already, it's crazy because y'all telling yourselves, y'all are the main ones doing it are the ones he described would die alone. Are the ones he was described as not holding themselves accountable. Are the ones that called up into his show trying to be combative, trying to be argumentative, trying to, oh, well, I just made mistakes when I was 16, and I made mistakes when I was in my early 20s, and oh, well, I just didn't prioritize until later on in life. Oh, well, I'm choosing to be unmarried, and I'm choosing to be single, and oh, well, no, I'm happy with my weight right now, and oh, you know, I don't need marriage. I don't need a man. I know I make $100,000 or more. I ain't never seen that many motherfuckers. I ain't never seen that many black women that make $100,000. Let's just be real. All the black women they told me they made $100,000 or more. You lying. You lying. You lying. Y'all are lying. Same women up here. Oh yeah, I make $100,000. I'll have enough for retirement. All the damn liars. But y'all exposing yourselves though. And you know what's sad is that y'all can sit up here and rejoice now, but later on, the universe is going to handle you, and God will handle you a lot better than he ever could. Life's going to teach you a lesson that he tried to. If you want to listen, the life and God is going to teach you a lot better and a lot worse, honestly. A lot more brutal, a lot more. You thought that was disrespect. You thought his delivery is disrespectful. Let's see how God delivery is. Let's see how it is when your ass end up in the house by your damn self with no man. All your kids moved out, but don't nobody want to take care of your old ass. You ain't got nobody to live with. Your career's over. You're old, you're fat, you're ugly. Don't nobody want you no more. Now let's see how you feel about Kevin Samuels then. After life can taught you a lesson. Let's see about that then. Because some of these, I swear to God, so it's some of these same women, I'm like, I already know that you display, even without saying it, some of the main qualities he says men don't want. And I get it. I get why he made you that mad. I get it. I get it. I already understand why you don't like this man like that. It had nothing to do with that man's message. It had nothing to do with that man's delivery. That's all you. That's all you, baby. That's a lot of self-hatred and a lot of lack of accountability that you won't have to deal with at some point. You ain't want to deal with, you ain't want to face it right now with Kevin. It's okay. And best believe Kevin ain't going to be the last. He wasn't the first and he damn sure won't be the last. Best believe other black men are still going to keep that foot on the gas. Shout out to the black manosphere. A lot of these black men are still keeping their foot on the gas, making the same talking points. So you can still be upset. You could go ahead and make fun. Expose your wickedness now, please. I'd rather see the devil. I don't like the wolf in sheep's skin. I don't like that. I like to see the devil for himself. So please expose yourself. Because these brothers is paying attention. They see your ass. Oh, they see you. Yeah. These same women in person, you know, even if you get a reaction, you talk to a woman in person, yeah, what, you know, Kevin saying, he died, for real. Peep that. Brothers, peep that. Because understand, it ain't have nothing to do with him personally. That got everything to do with them with their damn selves, their self that they don't want to face, that they don't want to be held accountable for. And it is what it is. Because some of us are going to die alone. Sadly but surely, hands up, don't shoot, is what it is. Some of us already have. My grandmother died alone. Sadly. And she was married at one point. But that's the outcome I don't want. And I will not have. Partly thanks to Kevin Sammuels. Partly thanks to him. But that's just a real reality for some of us. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm ashamed of this. But with the exception of the few, I really grew to have a huge disdain for black women. The black woman is the biggest op to the black man after them Pilgrim's facts. Nah, we're not the biggest ops, man. And you should check the disdain. You should definitely self-reflect and try to check that disdain, because us continuing on disdain for each other definitely does nothing but help our real enemy destroy us further. Let's just be real here. You know what I'm saying? I do understand that black women do have a huge disdain. That's what I'm saying. It really does expose the disdain that a lot of us already have for black men. Because a lot of us, oh God, it is so sad. I think I seen Art Kathy, shout out to that sister. She posted, I don't know if it was about Kevin Samuels or not specifically, but I know she posted, I think it was the day he died or like the day after. And she was like, yeah, most of these black women don't even like y'all. A lot of these black women don't even like y'all. And I can't argue that. Because I say that we love y'all. We do. But I can love a nigga without liking them. I like plenty of my family. I love plenty of my family and don't like their ass at all. I'm going to just be real with you. I love a lot of my family and do not talk to their ass. Don't talk to them at all. Don't like them. Can't rock with them. Not my cup of tea. Not my people. Not my tribe. I just can't rock with you. I got nothing to say to you. So it's a lot of black women that love y'all. It's a lot of us that love our sons, love our brothers, love our fathers. But it's a lot of us who have a very clear disdain for y'all. A very clear disliking for y'all. Shout out to the brother Jake Neely, who just became a member. He was a real one. Rock with the realest. But it's very clear some of our disliking for y'all. It's very clear. And Kevin Sammuels did nothing but expose that further. And like I said, it needs to be exposed. It needs to. Because some of us can be saved. Hopefully. Some of us can be saved. Some of us can self-reflect, go to therapy. Even if it's not therapy, go through some sort of spiritual, guidance. Have some sort of spiritual guidance, whether that's church or mosque, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And fix those problems. talk to our fathers, talk to our brothers, and fix those internalized issues we have with y'all. A lot of us do have the capability. I would even say most of us have the capability to do that. But will most of us do that? I don't think so, if I'm being honest. I think a lot of us will, but I don't think most of us will. Now, does that mean that most of us still won't get with a black man? Does that mean that most of us still won't raise black sons? Hell nah. Then we probably still will end up with a black man. Not liking your ass the whole time. Probably still will have a black son, not even realizing you got a disdain for him too. And that will further some of the issues that we already have. And that was another thing that I even liked about Kevin Samuels, because a lot of people say that he was feminine. Thank you, Jake Neely. A lot of people want to talk trash. He was feminine. Oh, he was, I mean, look at him before the couple years. Like, look at some of his old videos. He changed. Like, he not even really like that. And I'm like, even if he was a feminine man, he was raised by black women. You know that we did that, right? You know that all of this is just karmic. You do realize that, right? Because some of your damn sons prancing around just like you say he is. If not worse. Some of your sons up here twerking with y'all, up on the pole with y'all, switching around, wearing your heels, playing the makeup. Who I just seen son was playing makeup? Drake's son. Drake half white. Let me just put that out there. I seen Drake's son helping his mother put on damn, helping her paint his mommy face with makeup. All these black women in the comments, oh, cute, oh my God, Drake's son, oh my God. And you think they ain't letting their sons do that too? Now, whose fault is it that he was feminine? Whose fault was that? That's not to say it was all on us. His father should have been there. You know, I don't know what promise he had there, whatever the case may be. That's on black men too. But let's not negate. Let's stay on track with how we contributed to that. Because a lot of black women, even the clips that I have seen, shout out to the super chat, cousin, you big butter. What is that? You big butter after the preference. Who else drags the black men the way black women do? Nah, that's a fact. I can't deny that. But even some of the positive clips I've seen of Kevin Samuels that I've seen people post, black women got the nerve to be up under these. Like one of the more popular ones about the most popular one I think I've seen people post was him about the gender war's over. You know, average at best happened last year, 2022. We doing self-awareness is sexy. And, you know, I want black women to be with black men, but I want black women to value black men the way they're supposed to be valued. And when I say you had some of these damn sisters under the comments, well, it doesn't value and go both ways. Aren't black men supposed to value us too? I get it, but like, how we gonna value a man who don't even have no value? He gotta prove his value. I gotta see his value. Something so basic as that. Something so basic as just saying, I want to see black women value black men the way they're supposed to be valued. Something so simple. I heard that and no rebuttal came to my mind. You're right. I said absolutely. That's every time I seen the clip, it never once popped in my mind to be like, oh well, yeah, it should go both ways, you know. But this natural disdain that some of us have for some of our men, you just gotta get up in the comments. Oh, well, why can't it go both ways? Why do you feel the need to say that? They supposed to, but why do you need to say that? What are we in third grade? Do we got to play semantics with everything? Do we got to point out every little tiny thing? Does he got to say every little tiny, this is one man. Did he really need to slide that in there too? Oh yeah, but black men, make sure y'all value black women too. Like, duh. But y'all so wrapped up in your own ego and your own self-hatred and your own projection of what you think he's saying that you can't even process something so simple as you need to value black men. We gotta know it's true. I just seen another clip of a black woman talking about, yeah, I can't get with a man with a 9 to 5. I can't because I'm an entrepreneur. And, he can't work a 9 to 5 because if he work a 9 to 5 and I just want to go to Jamaica one week and he can't get off that week, what the hell? Come on, stop it. Y'all are unstable. Y'all are unstable. You're chaotic. You don't want no damn order, no structure. You don't want no damn man at the rate that you're going. You clearly don't want no man. Like, seriously. And it's like, it's a little heartbreaking that some of y'all don't even see the sickness that you're putting out there. Like, seriously. And it is for other people to see. And I'm not really worried about other groups, especially white people, because a lot of our problems come from their ass, and most of our damn problems come from them. Slavery, system, white supremacy. Y'all know, layers and layers and layers. Okay, a BS that we've been through that got us into this state. But also, it's like, damn. Like, can you not, like, I mean, the brother is already at a, like, you already got main news outlets coming out talking about he's a misogynist, and the misogynist has died, and da-da-da. The woman, da-da-da, what is it, the womanizer, Kevin Sammuels has died, and, I mean, they already going on no brother. Do we really got to add to that? Like, do we really need to add to that? Hell no, we don't. And some of y'all just don't even care, man. Y'all don't even care, bro. That shit is sad. But expose yourselves. Please, be my guest. It's just sad, though. I already knew this about American and Western Black women before he passed. But it has been sadly and grossly confirmed after his death. It's not surprising, just sad. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad, man. It's very sad, man. Shout out to that brother. I respect what he did. I respect his message. Appreciate the super chats. You and these two late ass lives. Girl, you know I gotta be up early. I gotta come back and watch it. Oh yeah, don't forget the Othu.org for your zone. Shout out to Othu, man. Othu.org. I gotta go up there and donate to his website too. I forgot. Much call text me about that. Shout out to that brother Othu, man. Y'all make sure you go to Othu.org and donate to that brother. Richard Prime has become a YouTube member. Thank you, Richard Prime. I appreciate that. Now, yeah, man, that shit is sad. Now that I get most of the BS out of the way, I gotta put my 10-4 bonnet on for a second. Hold up. People blatantly told about the Clout chasing while his name. Also, I don't know if I said this either, but I don't appreciate y'all reposting this. Y'all know that man ain't like y'all reposting his content. Y'all, as soon as this man died, y'all ready to repost this man content. Get off that man damn content. Damn. Hey, Jesus Christ, give it a week or so. Lord, I mean, I appreciate some of the popular posts. This, like I said, I seen one clip about the gender war being reposted a couple times, but damn, y'all know he ain't like y'all reposting his content. He had this shit copyrighted. Okay, I mean, yeah, show the brother some respect. Jesus, y'all just hopping right on his content. People reacting to it. I'm like, Jesus, give him a second. But let me see. So yeah, now I don't know if y'all seen. If y'all read up on what happened, it's not that many details about how he died. Now, y'all know I keep the 10-4 bonnet on. It's a couple funny things, couple suspicious aspects about this man's death that got me kind of questioning if this was from natural causes, to say the least, okay? Now, first, I want y'all to look up, again, I keep the 10-4 bonnet on. I want y'all to look up some gematria. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's basically like coded words and numbers and stuff like that. But look up some gematria on his age, his name. Matter of fact, I'll make it easy for y'all. Go to this brother's, he got a YouTube channel called Call Me Kinfolk. And he recently did a video on Kevin Samuels' death, and like the gematria on his death. Shit is kind of scary. That's all I'm saying. It's a little, it ain't scary because I ain't surprised. I don't trust none of you black people. But it's definitely a little eye-opening, to say the least. Okay, a little eye-opening. It's gonna make you cock your head a little bit, like, okay, something's up. Something might not be right here. Okay. Like they said, he died. When they first got reported, everybody was saying he died at 56. The brother obviously died at 57 when you put in his birthday, or at least according to his birthday. But everybody was saying he died at 56, specifically some of these bigger news outlets was intentionally putting 56. Like, that ain't no damn coincidence. And then they switched it to 57. It's like, it's not a coincidence. Don't let none of that little stuff go over your head. All right. So yeah, go check out Call Me Kinfolk by this brother. This channel called Call Me Kinfolk. A brother is up there who like breaks down the gematria of kind of what's going on with him. Okay, so very interesting. Y'all go look that up. Now, if y'all don't know, he died with a non-black woman who was who he had apparently met at the night before at a bar. Okay, now off rip a little weird, especially because let me show y'all this video. Especially because hold up. I'm gonna show y'all this little video because y'all know Kevin has had plenty of lives, you know, and on none of his lives did he ever like interact with nobody on his lives for real. On his last live, coincidentally, on his last live, there's a woman who is in the room with him, okay? And he's a little irritated by her or whatever. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Let me share this with y'all. This is from his last live on Instagram. I thought this was kind of interesting. It's something for us to kind of pay attention to because I don't trust this damn supposed nurse that was with him. Okay. And he got music playing, you can't hear like that, but
you see me? I'm trying to protect you. Okay, you need to. Okay, I'm about to get back on camera. Just get wherever you're gonna get to. So. You got it? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now he's done plenty of lives and never had to interact with nobody where he has to literally tell him because like you can tell she's like walking around in the background. He's like, "What are you doing?" Like he seems a little irritated. I don't think that was unintentional. Okay. It says she was proving she wasn't a nurse. Okay, I kind of thought so. Who proved that? What's the source that says she was a nurse? Because as soon as they said she was a nurse, I said a nurse. A nurse. That's interesting because when I read the news article, they said that he was having chest pains. And the girl, apparently, who he was with, claims that he was having chest pains and that she tried to help him. Now, mind you, she's a nurse. She tried to help him in whatever vague manner that means. She tried to help him. And then he falls out on her. Okay? Now, as a nurse, you know that this man is 56. I'm pretty sure she knew who he was. Let's just be real. She probably knew who he was, okay? Especially because she was able to ID him so quickly, okay? Most of the time you don't know somebody's last name, you just met them the night before. Like, you don't know their full government like that. She was able to identify him as Kevin Sammuels. She probably knew who he was. Let's just be real. But yeah, as a nurse, you know that he's a 56-year-old man. If she knew who he was, she might have watched some of his streams before. Knew that he looked fairly healthy. I mean, just from in person, he looks fairly healthy. But, from what he talks about on his streams and stuff like that, he seems like he lives a pretty healthy lifestyle. Other than the fact that he drank Red Bulls pretty often, which I always thought was kind of a problem because Red Bulls ain't good for you. But just knowing that, he's a 56-year-old man, which not that old. But still, I got a mother who's in her 50s who's had a stroke before. Okay, let's just be real. That's still a reality for people over 50, shit, over 40. Okay, to have some sort of health problems. If you're a nurse, why wouldn't your first instinct to be, Kevin, you got chest problems? Like, isn't there a way for you to check for specific heart problems or something and I think she calls the 911 and tells them to get like what is the device called? A defibrillator, which is used for cardiac arrest. So she was assuming that he had some sort of heart attack, okay, or he was under cardiac arrest. Why wouldn't your first instinct even to be when he had chest pains is like, okay, why don't I call the ambulance right now? Why don't we go to the hospital right now? Not even go to the hospital. Why don't I call the ambulance right now? I'm a nurse, Kevin. Like, I think he would listen to her if she was an actual nurse. But why don't I call a nurse right now? So that was suspect that you even called after he passed out. I don't know. I don't trust that. Okay. Now it's coming out as they saying that she's not a nurse. Who said that she wasn't a nurse? The channel is Enter Streets Reloaded. Is that who said? She has a nurse license out of Kansas. She has a nurse license, but is she a practicing nurse? Indeed, single were a lot of unanswered questions. Yeah. Is she a practicing nurse though? She has a nurse license, but is she a practicing nurse? Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was very suspicious, especially because this is so abrupt. Very abrupt. that he comes out of nowhere. He had chest problems and then goes under cardiac arrest, which I'm not saying sometimes it doesn't happen like that, which sometimes it does. But again, this brother seemed like he take pretty good care of himself for this to just kind of happen out of nowhere. I'm not feeling that. Something is telling me something's off with this, man. I don't know about y'all. Something seems a bit off with this, man. And the fact that this brother was so, like, I know some people might question, well, why would somebody attack him? Y'all gotta understand, like, you can say what you want about the brother, but he was very influential. He was in a Future video, which Future connected to that gematria shit too. Y'all better look out. Hey, look. Tiffany Bonnet. But he was in a whole Future video. You had a lot of celebrities, even in his passing, shout him out, talk about how they watched his videos, how they shared his videos a lot, how they had a lot of respect for him, and they liked his message. A lot of celebrities that I personally had never even heard of talking about him before gave him a shout out when he passed. So this brother had a lot of influence. Imagine the amount of celebrity. I mean, he had a few come on. He talked to Nicki Minaj. Not only was he in a Future video, he went on live with Nicki Minaj. Was especially influencers don't really get to do too often. You ain't seen that too many times with this person with Nicki Minaj. Like, Nicki Minaj got like 100 million followers, something wild like that on Instagram. The amount of exposure that man had was egregious. It was a lot. He had a lot of exposure and he had a lot of influence. And like I said, again, you can say what you want about the brother, but his message at the end of the day was about reconnecting Black men and women. Was about bringing back the Black family unit. That's not a message a lot of people want to push. That's not a lot of, especially in the mainstream. That's not a lot of people they want mainstream celebrities like Nicki Minaj to put out there. They don't want people like Future to put them in music videos when you got 15, 16-year-old boys and young girls looking like, who does this Kevin Samuels do? You got women like Ari Lennox. Remember when Ari Lennox put him in a song with Summer Walker? These are all different demographics that he is getting access to. All up in Kevin Samuels' comments. Now everybody Googling who the hell Kevin Samuels is. That's a lot of exposure. And again, to some of these women, especially the younger women, who's looking them up and see, blatantly already kind of see some of the issues they have with their mothers and their aunties and the women in their life, can look at some of his content and automatically click. Some of them look at it and be like, whoa, like, okay, who is this brother? And get put on, especially for the younger ones. Maybe like 21, 23-ish, under 25, 18 to 25, right there in college, who was looking at his content. He had a few sisters like that calling to his show. A lot of times he wouldn't talk to the ones that was like, I think under 21, because they was like, y'all a little too young. But he's had a few sisters call in that was around that age. So you got and a lot of young brothers, not only just young, but a lot of young brothers at that. Even more so over the young brothers, because brothers been noticing that. A lot of young brothers specifically too, they've been noticing some of the problems they had with Black women. Their mothers specifically, their sisters, talk to them. Please talk to a Black man. Go out and talk to your average Black man and then talk to your Black woman. And I bet you that Black man is going to be able to tell you a lot more issues about the Black woman. He might make excuses for him because a lot of us, we're in a gynocracy, you know what I'm saying, kind of matriarchal type community. So a lot of the brothers might try to make excuses for it, but they notice. Please know that they notice. They see it. Regardless, even if they don't necessarily see it as big as a problem as they should, they notice it. And so when they see an older brother like Kevin Samuels, who's FBA, who's maybe not necessarily like on the radical side of pro-Blackness, but still on the side of pro-Blackness, who's like, yeah, I'm for Black women, and who's Black people focused. You know what I'm saying? Who's focused on the Black family unit. They see him and they like, damn. They see him talking to Black women who act like their mother, who look like their mothers, who look like their aunties, their sisters, and they like, wow. They get exposed to a whole new side of issues, to a whole nother perspective. Not only, again, from Black women, from being able to see it so blatantly from Black women and realizing how much of a big deal it is, but also seeing it being corrected from a Black man. It's like, damn, I ain't never seen a Black man talk to a woman like this before. I ain't never heard a Black man break it down to me like this specifically. Like Like, that's an effect that a lot of people did not like. That's why when all these news outlets came out, it was, oh, Kevin Samuels, the misogynist. They hurried up and got on that. Kevin Samuels, the controversial YouTuber, the da-da-da-da. They were so quick to put out these negative connotations around his name because they know the influence he was slowly but surely creeping up on. He knows they see the exposure he was getting. Future ain't got nothing to do with, the Manosphere. Who was Future shouted out in the Manosphere before Kevin Samuels? Who in the Manosphere was up in rap videos like that before Kevin Samuels? And I think he had either another video or some type of TV show or something he was about to come up on because he was filming something before he died. He had passed on, he's put on a story or something like that. Hopefully that still comes out. I hope that he still got some unreleased content or he started writing a book. Or he got something that he hadn't released yet that it comes out sooner or later. But either way, he was getting a lot of exposure, like a whole lot of it. More than anybody from the Manosphere had before, especially a black man. We're not talking about a Joe Rogan. We're not talking about one of these little white boys who, ride a lot of anti-black racism and, what's his name? Jordan Peterson, who kind of get a lot of spotlight from feminists and stuff like that. Wasn't no black man reaching that level of Jordan Peterson yet. Hadn't no black man really got up there to that point yet. He was getting up there. So a lot of people did not want to see that. And not just non-black people. I'm even just talking about white. I'm talking about other black people, as you can see. I was just talking about these weak-ass women and men who was rejoicing over his death. So there was a lot of people who was probably gunning for this man. Let's just be real. Who was really trying to prey on his downfall, who was actively trying to set off his downfall. Let's just be real here. So we can't just let this, let's not question what's going on here. We ain't got to get too crazy. That's why I keep the 10-4 bond on, but I ain't going to get too crazy. Because, I still want to be respectful of his parents. Family mourning and things of that nature. A lot of people support him. We don't want to get too crazy, but let's still question some of these police reports that's going to come out because they're saying that they don't know what the exact cause of death is yet. So let's figure out, let's do some more investigating into this girl because she done went in private on her damn Instagram page. Let's do some more investigation into this girl because she could have been sent over there. She could have been sent. If she was a nurse, if she was an actual nurse, if she had a nurse, what did somebody say? She was a certified nurse. Then she knows how to play with chemicals. She knows how to play with. Let's not let too many things go by us and act like it can't be real. Okay, let's just not, because it can get there. Again, you can say what you want about him, but the brother's main message was for black men and black women specifically. He talked to other groups. He talked to white, non-white, and non-black women a lot. Yeah, he did. But for the most part, majority of his content was geared towards black people. And not only that, again, you could say he wasn't B1 or on the radical side of pro-blackness, whatever. A lot of the times he defended black women and black men. One of his most popular clips was him with a black man up there talking about, a black man was up there talking about, yeah, black women are our enemy. And, they hate us. And he checked that brother. He had another one up there where it was a non-black woman up there who was trying to talk about black women. Oh, no, I can't. He got her off ASAP. Oh, no, I can't have you up here talking about black women. I can't do that. He's done that a couple times, actually. I can't just have you up here talking about black women. Now, this is about black. I can't do that. So for a black man to be doing that, come on, y'all. We can't act like that ain't put a target on his back. We can't act like that's not a little suspicious. That it might be a little bit more to this than just he had some health problems or something happened. This was a natural cause of death. We just got to be honest. Any message that pretty much speaks against feminist behavior that goes worldwide gets forever censored. I ain't saying come on. That's a fact, though. Let's just be real. That's why I'm like, we have to be real here about this brother message. Feel how you want to feel, but put your feelings aside and read this for what it is, because this is still a black man who is still pushing a very good message that we all needed to hear, that we all really should be behind, which is the unification of our people, which is the black nuclear family. That's something that every black person should be behind. Every last one of us, as far as black Americans specifically too. Moreover, should I say, black people in general, but when we talking about FBAs, that was the FBA man. And he talked to FBA people. And then we talk about Black Americans specifically. Y'all, come on now. He was talking about Black Americans specifically. And he was a Black American man. I'm just saying, this may have not been, it might be some foul play in this, man. I just got to be real. I think it's a possibility that this could have some foul play. I'm going to just be real. I'm not going to let this just go over my shoulders. I'm going to keep looking. I'm not gonna let this go over my head and just be like, oh yeah, well, this was just some. I need to see something from that lady. I need to see. We need more information released on that lady because they're trying to keep her protected. We ain't heard too much from her. We need some more information up on her. We need some more information on the restaurant he was at. If they got any surveillance cameras where he was at, can we get some? Do they have surveillance cameras where he was at the night before? Was something slipped in his drink? I mean, I'm just saying. If she a nurse, she got access to pills. I mean, she got access to a lot in a hospital that can kill you. Let's just be real. So, I mean, we need some more information. ASAP. And I hope his family is on it too. I really hope his family is on it. I hope his family is looking at that sideways because the fact that he died with a non-Black woman, and then don't let that, because I've seen some people try to play with that too. Oh, well, he died with a non-Black woman. Look at that. Look at that. He died with a non-Black woman. He was talking all this trash about Black women. Look, he wasn't even with a Black woman. You think that? Let's just be real. Y'all think that was on accident? Y'all think that was just coincidence? It was a non-Black woman too? Don't you think people would have used that to make him look bad? Y'all don't think that could have been intentional? Did they use the non-Black woman so people could use that to further degrade him after his death? Oh, look, y'all, he wasn't even with a Black woman. Look, he didn't really like Black women. Now you got people even further distracted rather than looking at who is this woman. To hell, she was non-Black. Matter of fact, let's look further into it because she was non-Black. She got more motivation than a Black woman. So, I mean, let's see. Let's look into it. But no, you got some of these Negroes who just caught up in, some of these hating ass women. No, she was a non-Black woman. Look, that's what he get. He was with a non-Black woman anyway. Look. Instead of let's investigate a bit further to find out because something might be up with this. It's a possibility something might be up with this. Maybe I shouldn't just let this roll off my shoulder. Maybe we shouldn't just let this go so easily and just think that this was just an accident and the natural cause of death just because he was 50-something years old. I don't know. It just seemed a little fishy to me. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't feeling it. He said he dated them all anyways. Yeah, he said he dated them all, but he said his main focus was Black women. I think he said, matter of fact, if he were to get married or remarried, it would have been a Black woman or something like that. So the U.S. government has perfected the arts of killing people and getting away with it. Let's just be real. Come on. You think this is the first Black man they killed and made it look like an accident? Come on. Stop it. Do you know that the type of weaponry that the CIA has? That the government, like, do you understand how wicked the government we are under is? Like, you know, if you think that this is just a joke, or you think this is just far-fetched, you are very ignorant. I'm gonna just tell you right now, you are very ignorant, and you should be a little scared that you are that ignorant to think that it's not a possibility. Please understand the type of machinery they have. Please understand the type of chemical warfare, biological warfare they have put us under, please. Unseen and seen. That is going on right now. So please understand a Black man of his stature who is going to the places he was, who may have ended up even on mainstream TV. Even if he didn't end up on mainstream TV, he may have ended up on just on a bigger platform. He could have made his own website, went outside of YouTube, and just ended up bigger than what he was. We can say and pretend. We can pretend that this can't be a reality, but let's just be real here. Let's look at what the brother stood for. Regardless of all the critiques he got, let's look at what he stood for and see why the enemy would think that's a problem. Come on now. Come on. You gotta use your brain. We're more than likely right in there. Absolutely was foul play of sorts. I think it was, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this more information come out, but we're gonna see. The woman called him accountability. He went against feminism. That's a fact. Have they checked that Spanish woman that he was with? Yeah, that's why I'm like, they hiding her. They kind of hiding her a little bit though. Because she didn't want to private her Instagram page. Somebody found her Instagram. She went to private her page. And now I don't know. Can't nobody else find no information out about her. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Those clips need to go viral. Yes, his positive clips do need to go viral. That's a fact. I just don't like people snatching this content. Like, I don't want people like, disrespecting the man. Like, he didn't want people reposting his content. Certain people, reposting his content. It's like, let's still keep it respectful though. I ain't about to go back and react to a bunch of his content now. Like, I wasn't going to do it before, and I wasn't going. I didn't do it then. I'm not going to do it now. Like, come on now. I'll repost some of his clips that I see, like the popular ones. But I'm not about to go back and just react to a bunch of his content. Like, and the brother didn't want that. Hell to nah. Now, I will say, did I say this? I don't know if I said this again. I will say I do regret not calling up there, though. I know for a long time I was kind of scared to call up his show. I was a little scared to call up to his show. I was a little intimidated. I was like, bro, I do not want that man up there rating me, judging me. It's egregious. But I regret it. I ain't gonna even fake. I regret it. I wish I would have called in. But maybe that was divine too. Maybe I would have called in. I don't know. Maybe the call would have been left. I would have had a different type of conversation. Now I doubt it though. Even if the call would have been left, I still would have been mad at that man. But I do kind of regret it. I wish I would have called in. People started to abandon that MG child mindset. Thanks for giving us facts. People have to understand that there is nothing wrong with dating on your level. That's a fact, especially women. That was one of his main points he drove home was black women understanding their value, understanding black men's value. Like, for real, because a long time and still currently, a lot of us are overvaluing ourselves. Seriously. No lie. I chose to be my own person. I didn't let my past issues affect who I am today. Much love to the chat. I have to make an early departure, ADC Shout out to you, Case Man. My wife is a nurse, and she said that the young lady did exactly what she was supposed to do, call 911. Yeah, but why did she call 911 after he complained about chest pains? I mean, of course she was going to call it. She didn't call 911. That would have been even more suspicious. Then she would have looked hella guilty if she just didn't call 911 at all. Yeah. But I'm like, why didn't you call 911 as soon as he started complaining of chest pains? I'm just saying, this is a 56-year-old man. I mean, that wasn't a concern for you at all? I don't know. I don't know if I trust that. I don't know, especially if the severity of it, because she didn't say he was complaining about chest pains. We don't know if he was like, my chest, like he could have been breathing hard. He may have had other symptoms she's not even talking about. We don't know. That's all. We got to get a little more. We got to get a little more details because I don't know. That's just a little suspect to me. It's a little sus. Jonathan, exactly. You can tell by his super chat donations alone that he was far from being broke. Oh yeah. People trying to say that he was broke too. I doubt it. Come on, like you just said, the super chats. The brother was monetized. I mean, he had a 1.4 million followers. I can tell you, I ain't been working for 2 years off YouTube and off other social platforms. If I could do this for 2 years, then I ain't rich. Nowhere near it. I know that brother who had what was 100 times the amount of following I did, more than likely was not broke. And his family will not be broke probably for another couple years. Let's just be real. I don't know if he was a millionaire, whatever, heir, $1,000 ad, whatever. I don't know what he was, but I know that man was a broke. That's just a weak ad. That's a weak rumor. I'm not believing that. That man was a broke. Then he had, besides even the millions of followers he had, the monetization, the donations he got, the man was getting like $200, $300 donations every show. Let's just be real here. Go back and watch them. $50 donations. Come on. Let's just be real here. Every damn show, the brother was making a check off his donations alone. Then monetization on top of that. Then badges from off Instagram lives. Then on top of all of that, he had he was an image consultant. He had an actual career. He was an image consultant. The brother's sessions was like $1,000 a session. Joyce was like, I think it was like $900 a session for you to talk to him for 1 hour. Imagine the amount of people he talked to. We're not even talking about celebrities who probably paid for multiple sessions. We're not even talking about celebrities who pay for multiple sessions. We're talking about average women who put some money to the side to talk to this man for an hour. Men who put money to the side to talk to this man for an hour. Like, are we being real here? That brother made bank, bruh. Stop it. He made some bread, man. I don't give a damn what nobody. That brother was making bread, man. He was making bread. Now, if he had some sort of debt we didn't know about, some back pay and child support, alimony, now that might have something we didn't know nothing about if it was something like that. But as far as him making money, that brother was making money. Ain't nowhere in there. That mother was making and he was living in the frack. Come on, his crib was nice. His crib, little nice ass little sculpture in the back. I mean, come on. He had a little nice sculpture, little Mona Lisa pictures. That brother was making bread. We're not about to sit there acting like that brother was making no money. We're not about to do that. I ain't about to try to sit here. Y'all can say what you want, but that brother wasn't broke, man. Hell nah. No, he was not broke, man. He was driving. I think when he went live, he was driving in like a little Benz or something like that, or Tesla, nice little car. Was wearing like little Versace scarves, like Rolexes and all types. I mean, the brother he had money, man. He had some sort of money. He definitely has money. For sure. Motivated me to go to trade school this summer. Oh wow. See, that's beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. He motivated a lot of brothers, man. That's why I really feel bad for too. Like the sisters, I'm a miss him, man, but like even with him talking to the sisters, like it really changed the perspectives of a lot of brothers. Like he really affected a lot of brothers, and that's another reason why he will be such a target. Is because not only he was focused on the black family, but he was affecting black men. Do y'all know? I think Amira told me this. My sister watched Anton Daniels because I seen Anton's like little 8-minute video of him talking about Kevin, but he made a long live stream about him. And apparently Kevin had said like before he died, like he had plans to do like a mentorship program for black men. For black men from the ages 18, I think, to 25. He wanted to do a mentorship program for them. He was getting Anton Daniels and like a couple other brothers who was like, kind of up on game and wanted to, like put the brothers on, have them like be mentored. He wanted to get an Airbnb for them, like be like a whole thing. Like let it be like a whole for black men from ages 18 to 25. Like he was really out here trying to help. He was really out here uplifting brothers. Do you think that didn't put a target on his man back? Do you not think that didn't put a target on his man back? He was really out here putting in work. Brothers was really actively listening to this man. I didn't talk to brothers in real life like, yo, I rock Kevin Samuels, Like, I don't know, so I don't listen to him like that, but I didn't heard some of his clips. He been speaking that real, man. But I didn't heard him say a couple things about that night yet. He opened my eyes to So brothers were really being affected by this. Any black man who has had a real effect on other black men, understand that's the warrior class, black men. Any black man, especially an FDA man who has had a real effect on black men, a real influence on black men, is a target. Has always been a target. They've been killed. They've been neutralized. They've been targeted in some way. Like literally everyone that is, especially that has got to his stature, that has got to his status, got to his point of influence. Yeah, they've been targeted. So don't think that he was exempt, is all I'm saying. Don't think he was exempt, is all I'm saying. He had a net worth of over $4 million. Damn, go ahead, Kevin. He had a net worth of $4 million. I didn't know he was up there. Go ahead. I didn't know what he was worth, but that's a bless. I hope he was. I hope his family. I do hope his family is straight. After his passing, I don't got no problems with like, his funeral or nothing like that. Or, even if they like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna sell a bunch of his stuff too. Like, if they sell anything in his online, a bunch of his, like they sell some of his suits, they could probably sell that shit for high. They sell some of his suits. Some of these brothers will probably buy some of his suits. So like some of his like cufflinks, watches. So like, I'm sure his family probably won a lot of that. But like, if they sold like just a couple things, man, they could sell that shit for the high and make it come up from all that, to be honest. But yeah, that's what's up. If he had that worth for $3 million, that's a blessing. A $4 million, that's what's up. Shout out to him. And Kobe died, they dragged him only because he was married to a Latina. So when Kevin died, I knew it was kind of outrageous, man. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, but he had a lot of influence over black men, man. Seriously. Even the black men, like I said, like I ain't even really heard that many. That's why I said I really had to zone in on the sisters who was rejoicing or who was trying to like downplay him or trying to play this fake me like him, didn't like me thing, because a lot of the brothers stood 10 toes on whether they didn't like him or liked him. A lot of brothers, honestly, even brothers I talked to in real life who say they wasn't a fan of his stuff, still liked his message. I don't really like what he be talking to some of these sisters. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like that, but I mean, he be speaking the facts though. Like he be saying some real shit though. Like a lot of the brothers, majority of the brothers I didn't talk to about Kevin will still say like, I don't watch his content, but what he be saying is like, I get it. Like I understand it. Even if I'm really like, I get it. So a lot of the brothers still, again, was influenced by what he was saying. A lot of brothers heard him. A lot of brothers was listening to him, man. That's a lot of power that they don't want you to have. A lot of these people don't want you to have. Black, white, of course, white person, but black people too do not want you to have, man. Should have said. He took the FBI. It took the FBI 30 years to admit they ended MLK life. Not saying he's MLK, but you get it. Yeah. I'm starting my own business in the next 10 years. Motivation. Yeah, man. That's a bless. That's a blessing, man. Shout out to you, Bobby. That's a blessing that you're doing that. That's a blessing. But it's a blessing that he was able to influence you to want to do that. To start doing that. To put feet to the ground and really start doing that. For a lot of black men, he has. He has. Understand, the first 3 years he was talking directly to black men. And they heard him. Like, for real. And yeah, black women, again, we called into the show. A lot of us fake liked them, didn't like them, whatever, was watching, was acting like we didn't like them, whatever the case may be, was calling to a show, arguing with them. But even in that, black men was paying attention, man. A lot of black men got exposed to some behaviors of black women, again, they didn't think was that big of a deal. They didn't see. They didn't really understand, and they got a shift in perspective because of the conversations he had with us. So just from that, like, a lot of brothers was very, like, humble. A lot of brothers was very grateful for some of the conversations he had. I mean, it's undeniable, man. The influence he had, man, it's undeniable, man. That's what I ain't gonna put it past him. He could have been targeted. He absolutely could have been targeted. Came and conquered. And those who came to class learned and did exactly that. But that's a fact. I was very sad by his passing at first. And I still am a little sad about it, if I'm being honest. But if I'm being real, also, I think he, although I still think he could have been targeted, if this was natural causes, if this was divine timing, if this was his time to go, I feel like regardless, he did what he came here, what he was supposed to come here to do. I feel like regardless, like, he's fulfilled his purpose, like, here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, we don't even need that one person. We don't love what Kevin Samuels did, but we don't need him to continue to do the work that we should have been doing. Okay? We need multiple of him. We need a lot more black men. And we already did. He already had influenced a lot of black men. Again, even before he got here, there was already black men in the manosphere saying a lot of things he was saying as well. So we don't need him to continue to work. Okay? We just need the message. We need people to understand the goal and to be working towards that, which is reunifying, okay, which is getting back together, okay, which is understanding each other's value, which is really understanding black men's value, moreover, okay, which is holding ourselves accountable as women, which is getting on code, which would be, shout out to Nilly Fuller, I don't know if y'all know, but even in his book, he says black women should always be feminine. That's a part of the code. So part of the damn code is to be feminine. You didn't know. So everybody needs to go read that damn book. I ain't even finished reading it yet, but it's crazy. Every time I go back in there, I'm like, damn, something else, okay? But understanding the code and enforcing that, like, that's what we need, okay? That's why I respect Tariq, who says that all the time, like, we don't need a leader. He always says, I'm not a leader, okay? We just need to follow the damn code and get on code and enforce it. Practice that through speech, action, and thought. That's what you need to do. That's what every black American should be doing. Every black person should be doing, but moreover, specifically FBAs. That's what we need to be doing to get to a place of liberation. That's what we got to do. So yeah, the brother will definitely be missed, but we don't need him to keep this movement pushing, man. We just need us to keep it pushing. We need each other to keep it pushing. We need everybody on an individual level to keep it pushing. Very simple. You doing call-ins? I was, but I don't know if I feel like it. I'm a little hot. Should I do call-in? Y'all want to call in? Y'all got something to say? Y'all want to call in? Let me talk to the chat. Y'all want to do call-ins or what? I'm a little hot, though. Anyway. Talk to me. What y'all want to do? I can do call-ins for a little bit if that's what y'all want to do. I ain't going to do call-ins. Only 3-4 people have something to say. Y'all just want to get off your chest. What y'all want to do? Put B1 in the chat if you want to call in, or put 1 in the chat, or raise your hand. I don't know, something. Let me do something. Let me know something if you want to do. If you want to do call-ins, I'll do them for a little bit. Natural causes at 56. Yeah, a little suspicious. That's suspicious. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. He promoted black marriages. Who else better to protect black women but their husbands? Come on. That's all I'm saying. That's your first layer of coverage. Is your man. We won't stop. Okay, never. People who hated Kevin Samuels definitely finna be mad now because his messages are only going to get louder, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna miss Kevin. All right. Definitely gonna miss the way. Like I said, I appreciated how he delivered. I didn't mind. I thought something was kind of funny. I thought even the stuff that was more egregious was kind of necessary. Like, it was what it was. I didn't mind it. Everybody ain't got to be perfect. Everybody don't got to deliver messages the same way. Everybody don't got to speak like Farrakhan, deliver things like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. Everybody don't got to be the same. We can have messengers like that. He was a messenger in his own way. Okay, we can have that. We can have those. Okay, in that way. It's not that. I mean, it is what it is. Your sister, she at work. Egregious. So she forgot to get off for Mother's Day tripping. So she had to go to work tonight. Outrage, egregious, everything between. But yeah. Birdie man, continue to plan. Right. Check the nurse. Absolutely check that damn nurse. We gonna check that nurse. we need to stay on that nurse neck for real. I don't know what's going on with that nurse, but I'll trust her. I'm finishing working. It's on though. It's on you though. I'm finishing working. It's on you though. Bobby, what type of answer is that? Then you gonna put a 1. You annoying. It's the Bobby. You get on my nerves. Words can't die. Kevin Truth will live on. Absolutely. Unfortunately, Kevin Samuels got the jab. He got the jab. You know, I was thinking that too. I forgot to say that. I mean, to ask y'all, do y'all know if he got a jab or not? Because y'all know. Hey, look, now if he got a jab, that's honestly even more reason for me to believe that this could have been targeted. Because y'all know he got a jab. Look, I can't go too hard on jab, which I know that shut my shit down, but that jab, I don't trust it, is all I'm saying. We don't trust that jab, man. That joint like an on and off switch for all I know. It could be issue. And look, nanotechnology. We don't know what's in that damn jab. So, I mean, hey, we don't know. They could have flicked something on and off and had that brother, in pain and caused his death. We don't even know. Kendrick Lamar just dropped a new track about the culture. Really? Interesting. I'm about to look at that. And a woman that is stuck in relationships will suck if they don't change, no matter if Kevin's dead or alive. That's a fact. It is what it is. So I'm like, man, the universe, it's like I could go in on these women like that, but it really don't matter, man. Because the universe and God is going to teach them a better lesson than anybody ever could. Including Kevin. It is what it is, man. Them dying alone or them realizing their children have a disdain for them, their own sons and even daughters don't like them because, their own problems that they've instilled in their children and their own lack of accountability and their own pushing away of their fathers and their husbands and not getting remarried and not setting examples for relationships and things like that. When that really settles in, when the dust dies down and it's time for you to really, when life really settles in for you, that's when you're going to think back on this Kevin Samuels video like, damn, maybe I should have listened. Maybe I should have gave that man a chance. Maybe I should have listened. Maybe I should have listened to that young sister who was talking about Kevin Samuels, who been talking about Kevin Samuels and standing up for Kevin Samuels. Hey, look, Kevin Samuels been my, what I'm saying? I got receipts. I got like 2-3 videos about Kevin. Okay, from like a year ago. We ain't gonna do this. I've been standing up for Kevin. All right, I don't do this fake me out ass. I like Kevin. I did like him. Whatever. I've been rocking with Kevin. I'm gonna stand on that. And I'm gonna stand on that. And work, yeah, she at work. It's egregious. Hopefully she off early. Happy Mother's Day to my sister. Thank you. I'll tell her that. Feelings are not facts. People have a hard time with facts over feelings. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I like your hair like this. Thank you. A little twist out. It rained yesterday though, so it got a little poofy. That's why I pulled it up. He came out and said he did. Oh, he did? Yeah, that's not a good look. He got that damn jab. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. We respect the man's privacy until his family release his cause of death. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I ain't gonna go too hard. We're gonna wait and see if some more information come out, but I don't know. Kendrick is back. Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to that when I get off here. See what he's talking about. That's what's up. Kendrick is back. Kendrick is back right after Kevin dies, huh? Hey, look, y'all know I keep the 10-4 bonnet on. I'm just no coincidence. Come back right after this man. Nah. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Thank you. They say he took that booster. Ooh, days before his passing. Ooh, for real. That's no bueno. That's not a good look. Oh, that's not a good look. That's not a good look at all. It's wild because one of my friends did that too, and he had a heart attack not too long ago. Ooh, really? Lord, egregious. Kevin Samuels is realist, absolutely. Many of us discovered you because of Kevin. Oh, for real. That's a blessing. You know what? One of my highest view videos is why black women love Kevin Samuels. I put the link to that in the description. But that joint is like one of my highest view videos, though. That's about Kevin Samuels. It's one of my highest view videos. I got another one. It's not one of my highest. It is one of my highest view, but it's not like at like the top. It's not like top 10, I don't think. But it is like on like one of my popular uploads. Like on my list of popular uploads, but it's like does Kevin Sammuels Sexuality matter? I might repost that too, but or maybe I'll put it in the description just after I post it, something like that. But that was another video I did on Kevin, where they was trying to drag my wife for because of that picture that came out trying to question his sexuality or whatever, trying to deflect, of course, about the points he was making. Many of us discovered you because of Karen. I'm glad I'm on the only one that thinks he was targeted. Yeah, I don't. Nah, you're not alone in that. Hell nah. Toxicology reports will take a few weeks. We're going to have to pay attention. We're going to see. Ginger was snapping and talking about waking up black folks from the hood. From the head. Who wants to actually listen? He was shouting out Nipsey and Kobe. Oh, for real? Okay. I don't know. Nipsey and Kobe was. I think they were sacrificed too, though. I bet the woman in Ukraine would agree with Kevin Samuels' messages now. The cats won't save you. The woman in Ukraine. The woman in Ukraine would agree with Kevin Samuels. The cats won't save you. He got the jump shot. Oh no. Yeah, he got the jump shot. Egregious. Anti-jab. Absolutely. You got the 10-4 bonnet on. Always got the 10-4 bonnet on. Mr. Bottle, you know that. I'm on that. Just stumbled on your channel. I like this side of subscribe. Peace, quick. Oh, thank you. That's a blessing. Appreciate you, brother. That's a blessing. Let's be real. Kevin was a workaholic and barely slept. The stress takes a toll on you. Yeah, it's possible. And he got that jab. It's possible. It's possible, but we should still pay attention though. I don't think we should just let it go that easily. Because you're right, he did drink Red Bulls, was wasn't good for you as well. There's a couple aspects, couple things, that could make it make sense, but we still got to pay attention to it because I don't trust it. I still don't trust it. If the J killed Kevin, they definitely aren't going to tell the public. Oh, absolutely. They're going to say it's from natural causes. They're going to say it's from a heart attack or something like that. If it had anything to do with that jab, they ain't going to tell us. Nah, they ain't going to tell us. Oh, Lord, my ear's starting to hurt. These are clip-on ones. Ugh, egregious. You heard about that, and not enough of y'all said y'all wanted to call in, so I'm not about to call. I think it was all like 4 of y'all who said y'all wanted to call in. Mr. Bobby was one of them, and I think somebody else said something about calling. Might have put in one, but not enough of y'all. I ain't seen enough of y'all say y'all trying to call in. I ain't about to call in and talk to 3 people. I do call in so I can talk to 3 people. You heard about Rashad Jamal? He was probably going to speak on Kevin. What happened to Rashad Jamal? Yeah, I know. Apparently, Rashad Jamal had been getting attacked for a minute, though. Apparently, egregiously. So, but what happened to him? I can tell you how the government would have been scared of Kevin. It was the photo he did with MTR and lead attorney. Sorry, I forgot the other 2 guys' name. It was MTR lead attorney and who was it? MTR lead attorney Kevin. It was on one other guy. It was one other guy. I forgot what his name was too, though. Other guy's name. But you had 4 black men with the positive. Yeah, that's a fact. And Kevin was the ringleader. Yeah, that's a fact, though. That's what I'm saying. He was like literally. That's what. And Kevin, what's his name? Anton was saying he was about to put a mentorship program together. He got locked up. Egregious. Nah, that's not coincidental. Probably not. He probably was about to talk about Kevin. Dennis. What's his last name? Dennis something. Don't he got a YouTube channel? Yeah. Egregious. He got arrested. Yeah, egregious. I don't trust it. They've been trying to attack that brother for a minute. Apparently, they had him like They were trying to say something about his kid. Like, I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff going on with Rashad Jamal, apparently. Yeah, I don't trust that. They got him locked up. I don't trust that. Hopefully he get out. What they lock him up for, though? Consume herbs on other natural food. Health is wealth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dennis Sperling is a millionaire attorney. Yeah. Very close friend to Kevin. He stated that the woman that came, that was a woman he was vetting for weeks and was going to marry her. He talked about it. Yeah. Isn't that the brother he said he hooked up with inside his, one of the brothers he hooked up with inside his like his little group or something like that, I think. Yeah, now that's a fact though, but he was attracting like powerful black men too. Even Anton, Anton is a damn millionaire, if I'm not mistaken. He was in connection. MTR, I don't know if he's a millionaire, but he was definitely worked in corporate America. I'm pretty sure he was well off. He quit his job to get on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he's pretty set. You know what I'm saying? So he's pulling together a lot of black men with a lot of resources. That's another thing. That's what I'm like, man, he could have been targeted. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was a lot of black men, even the black men that supported him on his channel. Like, there was a lot of black men with money that supported him. That's why I said he was getting them $500 super chats I was talking about, $200 super chats, $300 super chats. Those were coming from black men with money. Them black men weren't broke, sending in 200, 300 super chats every other day. Like, some of these were the same, a lot of them were the same reoccurring, like, donators. Like, for real. So it's like he was attracting a lot of black men with resources and a lot of black men who were trying to attain the same or similar resources. So yeah, that he was having influence. That's what I'm like, even then you talking about on a mainstream level, like brothers like Future. Come on, Marlon Wayne shouting him out. I mean, come on. People was on his live. People watched that man. I could imagine what his DMs look like. I hope his daughter or one of his close family members go through his DMs and kind of get a sneak peek at who he had connection with, because I know for a fact it's a lot of blue checks in there. I know for a fact it's a lot of blue checks in his DMs. Absolutely. There's a lot of people who talk to him behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Absolutely. Black people are that. It's a lot of black people from behind the scenes that was talking to him with a lot of resources. They did Khalid Muhammad, even if his autopsy come back as natural, doctors can be paid off. Absolutely. That's why we got to pay attention. You got to pay attention, though. Because they'll put it in there. They'll put it out there, but won't put it out there. That's how white supremacy works. They give you some of the truth with some lies. Confuse your ass. That's why you got to kind of use your godly discernment, to kind of, search through certain things. But not only that, also, resources like gematria, resources like understanding Freemasonry and symbolism and things like that. You got to also kind of, use those tools to get to the truth. But they'll give you some of the truth and some lies at the same time. So we're gonna find out. New subscriber. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Dennis Sperling, DJ Chris Kevin was not straight doing what he did. That man enjoyed what he was doing. It was pleasure for him. Yeah, I mean, but even if it was pleasure for him, though, it still could have been a bit stressful. Like he had a lot on his plate. He was trying to do the mentorship thing. He had YouTube and Instagram. He was doing every night, damn near every week. I think he only didn't do it on like Saturdays, right? Literally, he was doing it like every night though. Then his sessions during the day, like that's. I mean, he could have just had a lot on his plate that was stressful. Not that he didn't enjoy it, I saw Rashad Jamal cussing out a woman for no reason once. Yeah, he cursed me out for no damn reason. On YouTube. That's what I mean. I like Rashad Jamal, but he be tripping sometimes. I ain't gonna be fake. That ain't be tripping. He got a boy. He cursed my ass out on YouTube one time because he was talking about Nipsey Hussle. And what's his name? He's talking about Nipsey Hussle. I think I talked about this before. He's talking about Nipsey Hussle, and he had pulled up the interview with Nipsey Hussle on Tariq's show on Ism Radio. And y'all know Layla and Bree was up there. And Layla had asked like a funny question or something like that, or like a question he thought was kind of like agent-like or something like that. And so I had came in the room. It was live. I had came in the room, like came in the chat right when he was talking about Layla. And so he was like, yeah, this like going on Layla. I'm like, yo, what Layla do? Like, yo, chill, I like Layla. What she do? He was like, oh, nah. Who is this? A to Z? A to Z, nah, get this bitch off the chat. Get her ass off the chat. You think this shit funny? I said, what the, bro? What? Brother, chill. I'm like, brother, I'm just like your content. Like, relax. I just came in and tried to figure out why you was going on with sister because I met her before. I met Layla once in person at the FBA convention. She was cool. I was like, damn, FBA, she cool. I don't think she no agent or nothing like that. Like, she worked for Tariq. I think she cool. And yeah, he had niggas in the chat going on my ass. Hey, does he get out? She a troll. She get her out the chat. I mean, they never blocked me. I guess because it was too many people going, like, chatting for people to catch my name, for the moderators to catch my name and stuff like that. So he never blocked me, nothing like that. But yeah, going in on my ass. I was like, damn, let me get up off this live. I had to stop watching it for a couple weeks after that. I said, let me just chill from this content for a little minute. Because after that, he tripping. He was tripping. I don't think he knew who I was though. So I'm like, pretty sure he was shocked with my content. I don't think he would have reacted in such an egregious way. But the fact that he reacted in such an egregious way over a simple comment, I was like, okay, nigga, you tripping. Just chill. You tripping. He has his own private law firm. Kevin? I don't know. You talking about lead attorney? You talking about one of the lawyers? Notice how TMZ changed Kevin Sage's age from 56.77 to not make it obvious that they killed him on 5'6". Yeah, that's what I said, man. Y'all better look at this gematria. These numbers ain't no joke. These numbers ain't no coincidence because it wasn't only just TMZ. It was a lot of news outlets. You go back and look at some of these news outlets, even on social media, some of these bigger platforms of social media, everybody was saying he was 56, died at 56. Everybody was saying died at 56. Y'all, there ain't no damn coincidence. It ain't no coincidence, is all I'm saying. Rainbow men and feminist women are the main ones who hate him, who is pandered to the most in the lamestream media. That should let you know. Absolutely. Yeah, that should let you know enough. When the government see a black man getting money like Kevin was, they watching closely. Oh, absolutely. That's not like the brother was making some money. His net worth, if his net worth really was $4 million, they was watching him. Yeah, that's what I'm like, for him to not be on no blatant, like, no coonish stuff, he wasn't even pushing the jab. That's why I said I wasn't even sure if he got it or not. It's like he was pushing any sort of intersectionalist agendas. He wasn't gay. He wasn't a feminist, even though he did get on that whole thing like, I'm the ultimate feminist. I'm the leader of the feminists, something like that. But he didn't have feminist ideals. You know what I'm saying? He didn't push anything that was really that really went against our progress. He wasn't pushing nothing like that. He was really pro-black. Like, let's just be honest. He was really pro-black. He was on a pro-black tip. Like, and for him to have that much money and that much influence on FBAs specifically, and not just FBAs, but FBAs on a grassroots, y'all gotta understand that. He was getting a lot of exposure. I'm talking about, I walked up to people, I would have conversations with people in regular day, bring him up just in conversation with family members, with friends. People know who he was. Even if they didn't know, as soon as I say average at best, oh yeah, I know who that is. That's that dude who be talking to women. They knew who he was. Like, for him to have that much influence, y'all gotta understand, bro, that puts you in a target. That put a target on your back, man. That puts a target on your back, ultimately. And then for not only for it to be FBA on the grassroots, but also for you to be getting exposure in mainstream media from people like Nicki Minaj, people like Future, who have hundreds of millions of followers, not only black, but also white. So now you're reaching into another demographic too. Because again, he was mainly talking to black people, but there was a lot of non-black people that called into his show as well with similar problems that also like this content. So let's be real, man. The brother he had a lot of influence, man. We got to be real. You got to understand the power he was getting to. Rashad Morgan arrested on child molestation charges. Oh, no. Oh, that's a setup. I don't believe it. Oh, that's a setup. I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. Because I think before he even, I want to say I seen a stream of him talking about they tried to get him on some charges about his children before. Nah. He ain't been touching his damn kids. I very much doubt that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Hopefully his mom and daughter can get his login information if they do not already have it yet. If not, hopefully he has it in a secure somewhere written down somewhere, something like that for somebody to access it. I don't know. My wake up juice is ginger garlic beet juice hemp oil, 100% heart healthy. Let us see it. Yeah, he a little thrown off. I mean, any real conscious black man is gonna be a little thrown off though. It's gonna be a little. It's always gonna be something. Yeah, America drive your ass insane for real, especially as a conscious black man, a liberated black man, a revolutionary black man. Surprise, they'll drive your ass insane. So yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. He was doing a lot though. Not Lee. Dennis Lee is retired now. Oh, Lee is retired now. Oh, so Dennis has his own private law firm. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah. They play in mathematics. Absolutely. If anyone pays attention, we have a big red pill movement, but no one except Poor Man Podcast and Kevin say marriage is what we need and it's good for our community. Yes, they say pick a good wife and do it. Just be with any woman, but the others are preaching be good men and get your bag and avoid marriage. Yeah, some of them are. But some of them are a little bit younger. And some of them are, I don't know, a bit more red pill, more than pro-black. So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And PNP is married. I forgot about that. I definitely forgot he was married. That's what's up, though. But I don't know. I don't know. I hope there's some more brothers that do push that, though, because, yeah, we do need that message. Was Kevin a part of the boule? I don't know, but y'all know he was. That's why I said I keep the tinfoil bonnet on. He was a part of the Alpha Kappa Alpha, though. He was a part of fraternities. Y'all know the fraternities is like right under Boule and Freemasonry and shit like that. All that shit connected. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to speak on the brother and say he was in a Boule. I don't think he was in a Boule. But I know he was a part of Alpha Kappa Alpha, which is under fraternities and right under all that Freemasonry shit. So, I don't know. I don't know if this was a ritual, a sacrifice, whatever. I don't know. I just know it was more to this than just he. I doubt it's. I think it was more than this than he just died naturally at 56. I don't think so. Any woman, but the others are preaching the good men. Get your bag and avoid man. I just hope to protect the body and bury him somewhere with no public access. I have a feeling these demons and witches are trying to act flagrant on his grave. God forbid. Yeah, that's a fact, though. I think they're moving this. I think they bury him back in his hometown of Oakland. Is it Oakland or Oklahoma? Oklahoma. I think they bringing him back to Oklahoma now to be buried. So, yeah, hopefully don't nobody go out there messing with that man grave. That's just disrespectful. Let that man die. Rest in peace, Lord. Rest well with the ancestors. I got work last week. Randomly brought him up. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you. Kevin has been has been having a smear campaign against him for a long time. Absolutely. Shout out to all the problem to the Devils. I'm sure he was going to speak on Kevin saying he probably was. He probably would have brought some truth to light on that too. So that probably ain't a coincidence that he got locked up right after he died. That's probably not a coincidence. Let's be real. Either they did something to Kevin or they used witchcraft to kill him. Also, you have to understand that there are groups who still believe a black man should not be checking white people, and Kevin did it live. That's a fact. That's something like it's a lot of people who did not want that man getting any more power and influence than he already had. For real, or money. Like they did not want him getting any further than what he already got. He was already at a pretty high place of power and influence for him to have started at such a from a grassroots level. Like we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest here, man. We gotta be real. We gotta look at it from all perspectives, from all sides, before we just throw away this idea that this couldn't have been purposely done. Like, let's just be real. Hell's not. It could be something behind this. Absolutely. I'm still waiting on him to go live. I'm salty for real. You talking about what's his name? The brother Rashad Jamal. Well, I don't know if he's gonna go live about it. The brother locked up. I don't know when let's hope he can get out. Because I know there's some bogus charges. I don't think he was touching his kids, but I doubt it. I don't see that. I usually get creep vibes pretty easily. I don't see him being no damn creep. I don't see that, man. I think that's some setup stuff right there. I think they was trying to shut him up. That's what that sounded like. I know the bros were impacted by Kevin, but do you think the majority of our sisters benefited also? Absolutely. I think the majority of our sisters who listened benefited. Absolutely. I know I did. That's why I started the stream talking about some of the stuff that I learned. I know I did. And I know some of the sisters I know who genuinely listened to him benefited. Absolutely. I know we did. And honestly, I do know that some of the sisters who hadn't listened before will, in time, understand the benefits of what he was saying. the benefits of his message. In time, a lot of us will understand. Absolutely. I hope I didn't miss it. Like my phone died. Damn, Jazz, hell yeah, you missed the whole stream. Where you been at? Jazz, you late as mud. Did you know Kevin Samuels was a Panther? He was a Panther. He had the tattoo. For real. Ain't no way. For real? Ain't no way. For real. Ain't no way. He was a Panther? Stop playing. You lying. Are you for real? Are you for real? I'm talking about Kevin Samuels. Are you thinking about Kevin Samuels? What? You talking about Kevin Samuels? You was waiting for him to go live? I'm still waiting for him to go live. I'm salty for real. Oh, you still waiting for him to go live? Oh, Marcus Moore. Nigga just... Yeah, man, I was low-key thinking that too, but y'all know there's other some conspiracy. Let me not get into conspiracy. Hey. Let me not go too far with the tenfold bonnet. Let me not go too far. I'm about to say something egregious. Let me not go too far with it. He said he had people in Hollywood secretly DMing him, and so he definitely woke up, stirred it up in the underground. Absolutely, I'm like, I could imagine what his DMs look like. I know it's hella verified checks in there. I know it. I know it's a lot of checks in there. Did he get vaxxed? A lot of people have fallen because of it. More to come. People like, yeah, absolutely. He definitely. If somebody just verified that he did get a jab, so yeah, that could play a role in it as well. A major role, honestly. Why can't they use witchcraft to delete George Zimmerman? I'm dead. Yo, I had to get home. But for real though, that's funny. But for real, yo, I had to get home, and I live in NYC, so train the bus. Oh, damn, Jazz, egregious, outrageous, everything between. Wait, there were Panthers and OKC, Oklahoma City, for real. What is that? I feel like Oklahoma City got some sort of relevance though. Didn't something happen out there? Like I feel like some type of FBA grassroots movement might have happened in OKC for some reason, or something significant happened in Oklahoma. I don't know. Something's telling me that. I don't know why. But I don't know. Maybe I think there's a lot of black people out there, right? Well, at least where he's from, there's a lot of black people. So but a Panther though, I don't know nothing about that. They don't like the movement we got. Absolutely not. They didn't want to listen to French West Western or Shahrazad either. Tulsa, duh, Tulsa. I knew it. I said that's like something's going on in Oklahoma. Tulsa, of course. Shout out to Tulsa. Y'all know they got a funny I said that. Y'all know they got a reparations movement going out of Tulsa right now too, and I don't know. I'm trying to see how that's about to work out because I was looking at some articles of it, and they said that they're trying to demand. What was the exact terminology they used? Let me see, because I thought it was a little vague for what they was trying to ask for. I'm like, they should be trying to get a check. Where the hell is cutting the check at? Well, let me see what exactly they said. They said, let me see. The lawsuit seeks unspecified punitive damages. Unspecified punitive damages? Okay, and calls for the creation of a hospital in North Tulsa, in addition to mental health and education programs, and the Tulsa Massacre, Victims Compensation Fund. Okay. Tulsa Massacre Victims Compensation Fund. Okay. But a compensation fund, I don't know. Some still seem a little funny to me. Why did they just say cut a check? Why did they just say and checks going out specifically to the victims of the Tulsa Massacre? I don't know. Tulsa Massacre Victims Fund. I don't know. We're going to see. We need to talk numbers, though. I wish it was a number up there like because it needs to be somewhere like 100 millions, billions, probably something like that, somewhere in that area. But absolutely, yeah, they need to be cutting a check to some of to the victims out there, to the black people out there in Tulsa. Absolutely. But shout out to them for trying to get a lawsuit popping. That's what's up. And they are getting a lawsuit popping because the judge just what did they approve it or passed it? They dismissed somebody trying to, let me see, let me read it. Let me see. Sue consumer products. Massacre happened when the city insurance companies. Where's that? What you call it? Okay, Oklahoma judge ruled Monday that the lawsuit seeking reparations on the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre can proceed. Okay, so yeah, that's a bless. That's a whole bless. Ruling lawsuit can proceed to seek reparations for survivors and descendants of victims of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. I think they said it's only like 3 victims still alive from it, specifically, which is crazy. But yeah, definitely needs to be federal. Yeah, they need to cut a check though. They want from the state and the federal level. But they need the highest check possible. That's where they're gonna get it. But that's what's up. Now Tulsa, OKC. Tulsa is in. I was trying to say Tulsa is in Oklahoma, right? Oklahoma City, Tulsa. Is that the same thing? The Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. I'm back in RP to the Godfather himself. Absolutely, man. RP to the Godfather, man. Rest well with the ancestors, Godfather. He will be missed. He will, but his message will get carried on. Absolutely, okay. It will ring bells for years to come, for generations to come. I know. I'm going to definitely tell them. Put my nieces and nephews when they get of age. I'm gonna definitely put them onto some of his videos. I'm gonna definitely put my daughters onto some of his videos and things of that nature. Absolutely, they're gonna know a lot quicker. They're gonna learn a lot quicker than I did. For sure. Not only from me directly, but also from teachers like him, because I do consider him a teacher. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, he definitely taught a lot. He taught everyone. He taught black men and women a lot, indirectly and directly. Guys get real scary when it's time to ask for a check. For the check. He said the printer. He said the painter because the painter was smarter than the tiger, had nothing to do with the Black Panthers. Oh, okay. Nothing to do with the Black Panthers. Okay, I was about to say, because I ain't never heard him say nothing about no damn Black Panthers. I feel like he would have said that if he was a Black Panther. And he said, ain't no vague talk when it's time to cut the check to Ukraine. Nah, for real. I think Evan Sanders was a genius enough to give the illusion to hate black women to satisfy the elites while really helping them. Kevin Sanders had have revolutionary vibes. I don't even think he gave an illusion that he hated black women, but I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying. Definitely needs to be federal. Lisa, we appreciate you to have the courage to speak up and being unapologetic. Thank you, L. I ain't gonna even try to pronounce that, but thank you, L. Let me stop there. Why him, Lord? Why not take Derek Jackson? Don't put that on Derek Jackson. We don't want that brother to either. He may be a simp, but Derek Jackson ain't do nothing to nobody either. He did technically scam people out of thinking that he was something that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He made money off that, but yeah, he ain't no damn. He ain't a bad. I don't think he a bad dude. No, I wouldn't wish that for that brother. I ain't gonna say let's exchange him for Kevin Sammuels. Let's not put no more death on no more black men in the community. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's hope that he definitely realigns, though. Kind of shifts his perspective on some things. Okay, that's a fact. Learn quicker than I did. Fact. They gonna learn a lot quicker than I did. That's not reparations school. All right, y'all. Let me get up off it, man. Ugh. God, I was gonna try it. I was trying to make this just like an hour stream. I got me up here reading comments just like not ready. Everything between. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, shout out to Kevin Sammuels, man. Rest well with the ancestors, Kevin Sammuels. You will be missed. Okay, if don't nobody try to continue on your message, I will definitely be the ones that continue on your message. I have learned a lot from that brother. I am forever grateful for that man and everything he taught and everything he did, all the hearts he touched, all the minds he changed, and all the perspectives he shifted. I am forever grateful. Okay, that will definitely resonate within me for the rest of my life. Some of the things I've heard from that man, I will never let go. Those are like life lessons. I learned from that man. So I'm forever grateful. Shout out to him. I do send my deepest condolences and love and healing energy out to his family, all his friends, all of his followers, those of you in the comments, those of you who came into the room, maybe you're not saying anything, whatever. But anybody who was affected by his death, I do send you love, condolences, healing energy. Okay. Other than that, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram __CFWM. Backup __CFWM2. My Patreon is A to Z TV if you want that exclusive content. Appreciate all the members who joined today. If you want to be a member, please hit that member button. It's a blessing. You get some exclusive content too as well. Check it out. And follow my Twitter, shots_you. Other than that, baby, shots at Brian in the chat. Pablo Frescobar, that's a funny name. Jazz, Tony Price, Richard Primus, Marcus Moore, Thomas Smith, Charles Ramsey, Black King, L, JBX3, Thomas Smith, Rashad, Vizant, Spirit of Justice, Trill Bill, Marcus Moore, KB, Savannah, Bruno, something. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll catch y'all later.